Hello classmates, today I would like to talk about the accessibility of playgrounds and how this is an environmental public health concern for a population with higher risk of chronic health conditions. The standard playground tends to segregate children based on physical abilities. As you can see, the standard playground demands significant physical ability to climb, to run, to play on these structures. This setup demands a significant level of physical activity to even access this structure from the periphery. Many playgrounds have a curbside border to contain the material that sits on the ground, which is often sand or wood chips. These are barriers for people living with disabilities. Wheelchairs, crutches, canes, and other assistive devices are not easy to use, nor often safe to use on such surfaces. This leads to isolation or inability to play on public equipment. I think it is important to ask ourselves, as we make plans for this community, how are we informing our youth of what's important in the environments that we engage them in? And how are those types of entertainment affecting the socialization of the entire community? I first became interested in this topic when someone I was working with who was wheelchair bound for life complained of not being able to play with her 5-year-old daughter on the playground and so often found herself staying indoors, watching TV or doing something like baking cookies. Now, nothing is inherently wrong with these alternative activities, but the issue here is that this person and others are not able to make autonomous decisions that promote healthy and active lifestyles and socialization due to these environmental limitations. This is especially true in places like the Rocky Mountains, where winters can be quite long. The ADA has made reasonable requirements to make public places accessible. However, there needs to be more opportunity for people living with disabilities to promote healthy and active lifestyles that integrate them and the rest of society cohesively. Now, this is an example of an adapted park. It's located in Virginia, and I admit it's quite large and may seem a little more like an adaptive county fair than a playground. These parks do not have to be this large, but they certainly can be this elaborate. Features included are ramps, optional seats with high back support, transfer platforms, wide pathways, non-slip or porous surfaces, basket swings, and more. There's even a carousel that allows kids to roll their wheelchairs right in. You'll see that in the picture on the far right center. Many of the monkey bars and other play equipment are lowered down to the ground, allowing kids to play even partially weight-bearing through their bars and to use their wheelchairs as needed. It's a pretty cool park. This solution provides benefits to physical, mental, emotional health from environmental, interpersonal, imaginative stimulation through accessible grounds. This promotes imagination, physical strength, interpersonal skills, and time to play outside and have fun with other kids. On these playgrounds, you'll also see a lot of standard equipment such as the full-size monkey bars, standard swings, climbing towers, allowing fun to be had for all and a cohesive community to thrive. This is why I approached you, our county commissioners, to provide funding for a new park like this, at the scale that we are realistically able to achieve, in order to address the needs of all people in this area. You should consider this proposal and build a local adaptive playground based on these ethical principles. Necessity. There is significant need for adaptively integrated playgrounds. Active lifestyles can attenuate many of the chronic conditions and struggles of people living with disabilities. Effectiveness. All people who are active develop more strength, endurance, mental and emotional health, and often have better social lives. Justice. This can help eliminate health disparities in at-risk populations across the lifespan by creating a more equal opportunity of health and lifestyle benefits. Respect. This provides respect for all people, regardless of background or disability, and permits freedom for autonomous decisions. Proportionality. The benefits of building adaptive playgrounds outweighs the financial burden or other negative effects. Here, I've included my sources used for the project. I also included a really interesting PubMed article about people with disabilities and public health, which is the bottom link you'll find there. Thank you all for watching and for the wonderful discussions this summer. I appreciate your posts, comments, and time spent online together in this class, and I look forward to reviewing your projects as well. Take care.